Hey guys, how's it going? It is Beat here, and guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you my technique for beating Sigrun, the Valkyrie Queen. Now this is going to be a side mission that you can do after you've beaten the God of War original campaign. Now you can come across Valkyries within your initial campaign after you get, I believe it's called the Chism or the Chisel, which allows you to open up the doors that are kind of protected by this diamond-shaped piece of glass. It kind of looks like a mirror. You've probably come across it. If you click circle on it, Kratos will put his hands on it and he'll say something like, "I can't open it," or something like that. Once you have the chisel, or the chism, whatever it's called, I forget, you can open these, and they lead to what are called Odin's secret chambers. Now these chambers have collectibles in it, such as ravens, as well as treasures, and most of them have a Valkyrie in it. Now, the side mission is that you have to defeat all 8 of these Valkyries, and then once you've defeated all 8 of these Valkyries, you will then come and fight the Valkyrie Queen known as Sigrun. Now, this is the hardest boss you are ever going to fight in this entire game. So what I would recommend doing is make sure that your axe is at top, is fully upgraded, your Blades of Chaos are fully upgraded, as well as you do have the Deadly Mist armor or any type of epic armor that does allow you to have a lot of strength and just allow your stats to be really good. Because if you go into this at level 5 or level 6, it doesn't matter if you're playing on easy or medium, you are going to get screwed up. So the first thing you want to do before getting into this is you want to make sure that you have stats, okay? You want to make sure that you're at least level 8. I went into this at level 6 and I totally got creamed. Like, I was killing the normal Valkyries no problem, because the normal Valkyries have attacks that once you learn, it's pretty easy to defend and go up against. But this Valkyrie Queen will have every attack that all the other Valkyries had, and she can use any one of those attacks. So it's really hard to kind of plan how you're going to go into this attack. So you always want to make sure that your stats are as strong as they can possibly be. So you want to make sure that your epic armor has epic runes. You want to make sure that you've upgraded everything, as well as making sure that your strength and as well as your defense are as high as you can possibly get it. And you also want to try and make sure that when you have a rune attack, that you have a rune attack that allows you to be immune or invincible during the time that you're prepping for it. So that was one of the things that was killing me, is whenever I tried to get my rune attack, especially my strong one charged up, the queen would literally hit me and would knock me off balance or whatever, which would then use up my rune attack without allowing me to actually use it. So it was so stupid. So I tried to find some that were pretty quick. I forget which ones I used, but that's why I have this screen up here, because you guys can see kind of like what I'm rocking. During this time, I was just experimenting to see if there was any other way to get my stats stronger than they were. I believe I was able to get my strength up to 287 when I finally did beat her. But walking into it, I was 277. But then I ended up taking a rune off some legendary armor that I had that I completely forgot I owned. And I was able to get my strength up to 277, and I believe my defense went up to 220 or maybe 223 or something like that. But anyways, guys, you just want to make sure that you are high level and that your stats are strong enough. So when you first come into this fight, you're going to come into this tear, which will open up after you put the Valkyries back to their seats, and she's going to come in hard. So you want to make sure that you already have her locked on and just defend, because she's always going to come with an attack. All of her attacks can be blocked, except for anyone that has a red ring, as you see there. So whenever she goes up in the air, what I find is if you use the arrows that Atreyu is rocking, she will fall down immediately. One thing that I will say is make sure that Atreyu has his bow and all of his attacks completely upgraded, because I think if you go in there with him upgraded at all, the arrows that he shoots at her aren't really going to do much damage. So when she does jump into the air, you're kind of screwed. This attack, you're always going to want to dodge out of the way. After this, she is going to pause, and this is where you're able to do a strong rune attack and really do some damage, as well as maybe mix it in with a light rune attack, as I did there, and always throw some arrows from Atreyu as well. But make sure that you don't want to use them up. That attack, you always want to shield to knock her off, and then with these wings, you can block them except for that red one. Always want to make sure that you are blocking. And as soon as she jumps up into the ground, or I mean into the sky, once she disappears, hit dodge, because if not, that is going to be the one attack that she will take a lot of health from you. She jumps up into the sky and she'll land on you, and she'll get a good 3, maybe 4 kicks to your throat, which takes a lot of damage. So you do want to make sure that you, if anything, you dodge those, as well as those punches that she just did with me, because those I found were the attacks that took away the most health, as well as they're unable to really be blocked against. So you have to know when to dodge. You're not going to go into this fight beating her the first time. If you do, I'm very impressed. Like, this took me literally an hour the day that I did beat her, as well as I think 2 days of just kind of learning her attacks and being really mad. So I do apologize if in this video, under like my initial, I'm trying to think of the word here, whatever, like my voice now, I am probably swearing a lot, so I do apologize for that, guys. I know at the end I say something like, you know, finally take that bitch. So I do apologize for that language, but she is a boss that is going to stress you out. You want to make sure too, when you're fighting this boss, that you have your rage fully charged up, as well as having a berserker resurrection stone. So during the berserker, or like your rage, or whatever you want to call it, you will get health back. So I recommend doing it when you are close to health, or if you want to get closer to full health, do it when you're halfway dead. And make sure you have the Berserk Resurrection Stone, because what that allows you to do is when you die, it allows Atreus to resurrect you and also give you full rage meter, which again you can activate and get all those free hits with her, as well as get some health. So you can see here I do die, and because I have that Resurrection Stone, she's only, what, a quarter health left. So I am revived, and then as soon as I am revived, you always want to make sure you can find her, lock onto her again, and just keep feeding her with haymakers and punches. Try to get your health bar as high as you can, as well as doing the most damage that you can do to her. Again, if you go into this battle with a lower level, her health meter will end up being either a purple or some type of blue, which you don't want, because that just means like your attacks are going to do no damage for her. So even at 8, she has a yellow health bar, which just basically means she's like medium difficulty, if that, but she's still hard as hell. Another good tip to do this boss battle and all the Valkyries is you can also switch your game down to easy. So if you're doing it on normal mode and you're trying to get the platinum trophy for this game, you can turn the game down to easy after you've beaten the campaign, and it will not affect your trophy collectibles at all, because there is no difficulty trophy in this game. So you can go and fight all the Valkyries as well as this queen on easy, but I do warn you, she is just as hard on easy as she is on medium or hard mode. It is unreal. So you just always want to make sure that you are blocking the attacks that can be blocked and dodging what can't be, and making sure that your root attacks are fast and powerful. So make sure that they're all upgraded, and use Atreyu. So as you see here, like, I'm just feeding her with a bunch of shots from Atreyu, and those were the killing blows. So again, if you have Atreyu fully upgraded, he can be an asset throughout the entire game, because you can always have your axe throw to an enemy's head, and when it's freezing them, he can shoot arrows at them. So guys, that was how I beat Sigrun, the Valkyrie Queen. Now, if you guys do have any questions, do leave it in the comments section below. Again, I don't consider myself a master. If you guys have a better technique that you use to beat her even quicker, then let me know. All I did was make sure that I was focused on dodging and shielding and keeping my distance, because I found if I got too close to her, it was bad news. It was definitely not something you want to do, because her attacks, she can combo them in a way that just really piss you off. Like, for example, you might be in the middle of doing a rune attack, and then she jumps up in the air, and because you're in the middle of that animation, you can't dodge her Valhalla attack. So she will land on you and get those like 3 to 4 stomps to your throat, which I think is really cheap. I think that if you're in the middle of a rune attack, you should be invincible no matter what. But anyways, guys, I hope this video helped. Again, this was just the technique I used you know, everybody's going to do their own technique, but I just recommend keeping your distance, shielding, and always making sure that you have that X button ready, because you are going to be doing a lot of dodging. So again, hope this video helped. Leave a like, leave a comment below, and if you like my videos, please subscribe. I'm going to be posting a God of War review shortly. And again, thanks for all your support, guys, and have a good one, and enjoy God of War 4.
I'm grateful we were able to set the Valkyries free.